Yeah, my man went straight for Dave. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction. If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq and you're not locked in to KRXOVR Media. I really want to check this out because I know that it's a reply to the recent Dave and Stormzy song. Chip he just doesn't hesitate. Billy called it. Billy said somewhere in the UK, Chip is in an Uber on his way to a petrol station. And although this one isn't an actual music video, we know that the petrol station is definitely going to be in the spirit of the song. I just want to hear what Chip had to say, man. I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. Well, I need to know, like, does Chip just have like a database of beats? Just, I think I've heard him use this beat before. No, I've heard him use a variation of it.
Everyone raps, but said they don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, Chippy ain't having that, yo.
Yeah, my man went straight for Dave. All right then.
Everyone raps, but said they don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, Chippy ain't having that, yo. Where the money at? I'll be in my money bag. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Yeah,
man,
get the pepper, sky that dweller. Me, I'm a real good fella. Just minding my business. Stop that, I'll stop this. Fuck all the watches, watch this. Air Max or an Air Force One, 7 racket, Wimbledon. Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut.
So if you haven't seen my reaction to the song that he's responding to, this man is taking the ultimate piss. He's referencing the lyrics. He talked about how Dave said towards the end about how he doesn't battle rap or whatever. He's referencing the picking between shoes, referencing their watches. This man just has time.
Air Force One, 7 racket, Wimbledon. Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut sober up. Contradictions.
Man said Wimbledon.
Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut sober up. Contradictions, stop the cap. You on battle rap, why drop and call it clash? I don't care what watch been bust. I was clashing when they were on Daytona's yachty subs. Had them all, but what's that mean? Man got a watch for every day of the week, but they're still watching me. About clash, you don't survive. Sneaky features, come outside. Can't lie, I can't teach you about drillings, but I'll teach you about grind. Having none, not from one.
You know, I respect that about Chip. With every single one of these responses to people, he never tries to force any violence. He's just like, listen, I don't know about that. I can't tell you about that. But I can tell you about this pen. I'll show you what this pen do. He's very consistent about that, and I have to respect that because not many artists can consistently take this route and every single time make it sound good. Although I will say, this feels like this man just got Stormzy living rent-free in his mind. He was just ready for a response. Like, I feel like he just seen Stormzy release something and just wanted to hear what was the contents of the song. Heard Dave say something about he don't clash or something about 16. And I'm pretty sure that Chip started music when he was around 16 or something like that. And he was just like, alright, I'm in there. And to be honest, if I'm going to keep it a stack, that's really doing Dave and Stormzy more of a favor than anything else because it's just going to push their song some more too. But anyway, I'm going to say that for later.
Can't lie, I can't teach you about drillings, but I'll teach you about grind. Having none, not from one, anyone, everyone. Let him indirect on your song, holding two, all from bitches. Bet they sleep in phones, you know.
Oh, yo, because there was the part when they said one, and then they used, it sounded like Heady One's voice. Yo, he's just taking the piss of all pisses.
Indirect on your song, holding two, all from bitches. Bet they sleep in phones, you know, savage, Fenty ones. See Chip when I come through savage, bitch, it's more like 21. At speed, 3, 2, 1, then repeat, then repeat. Guess that means more than one, more than two, more than fun. 28.
And then he's just taking their song and dissecting it and just going straight, just Full Metal Alchemist, just making something brand new out of it. Yo, what in the hell?
Then repeat. Guess that means more than one. More
they
than
had
two,
number sequences in their song too.
They wanna increase, stop and search, cause black kids style ain't fun. Ooh, now it's zombies and ride outs. Guess it's 2021.
Wait.
Search, cause black kids style ain't fun. Ooh, more than two, more than fun. 2018, they wanna increase, stop and search, cause black kids style ain't fun. Ooh.
He ain't even coming for Stormzy no more. It's like he coming for Dave because I think there was an incident where Dave was talking about the stop and search thing out there. For those of you who are from New York in particular, stop and search is the same thing as what stop and frisk was, or whatever in New York City. But Jesus.
Ooh, now it's zombies and ride outs. Guess it's 2021. Plus, I live in his head rent free. So miss me with the baby.
That's funny because of what I just said earlier.
He's on ride outs, guess it's 2021. Plus, I live in his head rent free. So miss me with the bailiff ones. Doom doom, knocking at your forehead from the inside. It's me, you can hold this, son. Put these spitters all in check. All you hear is disrespect. Indirects, what for me? Don't insult my intellect. Intercept, interject, into grime, into sex, into dubs, into sense. They use grime, then neglect. I've been been ready, I've been heavy, I've been steady. I love heady. About shelling, I've been shelly since back when Tinchy was with Benny. About hits, this is doom doom, knocking at your forehead from the inside. It's me, you can hold this son. Put these spitters all in check. All you hear is disrespect, indirects. What for me? Don't insult my intellect. Intercept, interject, into grime, intersects, into dubs, into sense. They use grime, then neglect. I've been ready, I've been heavy, I've been steady. I love heady. About shelling.
I've been steady. As I knew there had to be something for him to say heady. Because heady won't be saying steady, for those of you who don't know. Jesus.
Then neglect. I've been ready, I've been heavy, I've been steady. I love heady. About shelling, I've been shelly since back when Tinchy was with Benny. About hits, this is a hit. I had hits when you were kids. I've had hits since you're big. Hangman, bumble lyrical lint. Why you rapping about zombie knife? Stop the lies.
Because Dave has a song called Hangman. Damn, he's coming for Dave. But you know what? At the end of the day, for them, it's going to be music. But you know what? I don't see Dave or Stormzy actually responding. Chipper is really about like the actual like clash life. But I feel like if I'm keeping it 100, some things got to be left in the past. Like, it's just not the culture of the music right now. Like, just keeping it 1000, this is just really doing more marketing for them than anything else. If I'm just being 100% honest. It's free promo, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, too, it isn't like it's real beef, right? It's still just music. So, it isn't like that's really doing Chip anything. Right, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure to a degree, right, it's probably, I don't say beneficial to him, but he can probably appreciate the fact that he's a part of a culture that's helping all these people be able to eat and everything. So, I get it, but anyway, I'm gonna say my thoughts later.
I've had hits since you're big. Hangman, bumble lyrical lint. Why you rapping about zombie knife? Stop the lies. Bear cat man, a living nice. Zombie guys kill spitters when I
And mind you, Dave had 2 references to zombies before. He had one in Money Talks with Fredo, and then he had one in the song that this is responding to.
Zombie slide about Aston, you niggas ain't got my track. The lies, bear cat man, a living nice. Zombie guys kill spitters when I zombie slide about Aston, you niggas ain't got my track. One rap spot said it don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, chippy ain't having that. Yo, with the money, yeah, I'll be in my money bag. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Yeah, man, get the pepper, sky that dweller. Me, I'm a real good fella. Just minding my business, stop that, I'll stop this, fuck all the watches.
And it isn't even like it's the first time he said it, but the way that he transitioned into it the second time was cold.
Slide about Aston, you niggas ain't got my track. One rap spot said it don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, chippy ain't having that. Yo, with the money, yeah, I'll be in my money bag. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Yeah, man, get the pepper, sky that dweller. Me, I'm a real good fella. Just minding my business, stop that, I'll stop this, fuck all the watches, watch this.
And I appreciate the fact that they kind of mixed up the beat a little bit compared to the last time that he used it. So I'm pretty sure he used this beat before. I'm pretty sure he used this in his Rap vs. Grime mixtape. So I'm glad that it's been chopped up and everything. Kind of add a little more personality to it. The raw. Alright then. So in this channel we hold the vowels. That means we're gonna get straight into it, and I'm giving this one a 10. That really should have been a given. I was actually gonna start this video and the last video by saying it's a 10 up front. I was like, I already know they're gonna be 10s, but I was like, let me not jump the gun, and then lo and behold, they were 10s. I really think it goes without saying exactly why this is a 10. Everything about it, from top to bottom, it's just a masterpiece in its own right. The flows, Chip does around the bars, he does around the flows. It was just cold. Like, he had enough switch ups in it to the point where it kept the song lively and it kept giving it more energy without being too overwhelming. The beat was cold, even though I've heard it before. Like I said, I like the way that they created some variation in the beat, adding the chops in there. And honestly, just being able to hear somebody go back on grime. We've been listening to so much drill lately, just to hear grime kind of make a little bit of a resurgence for this particular instance, and honestly even in the last song too. So I don't know if him choosing this beat was kind of also a response to the fact that he chose a little bit of a grime-esque beat towards the end of the original song that this is responding to, but if that's the case, that's also really clever in my opinion as well. And then with the lyricism, I have to give it a 10 just for the fact that he completely dissected damn near every other part of the song that he's responding to, and then just remodeled it for his response. And I think that's what really gives Chip so much power, and the reason why he never runs out of bars, because as long as you're saying something to him, he's gonna have a rebuttal for it. It isn't like he's pulling these things out of thin air. He's responding to actual situations, he's responding to actual words and everything. So he's just gonna take that and flip it and then just spin you, right? Now, am I saying that he spun Dave and Stormzy on this? Not necessarily. if I'm keeping it a stack, they're all S tier artists, right? They're all in this level where pretty much nobody can really touch them, for being real. At this point, it's really just for the culture of music. But I do have to say, I would be lying if I said that I don't think that a big piece of some of this back and forth ever since October was a little bit of a way to kind of create some promo. And I think that that kind of did Chip a little bit of a disservice, because he came out with the original disses all the way back in October for a project that dropped in like February, and there was no response. So more or less within the week or two of the initial beef, he didn't get a response, and then it just kind of just died. Something I personally always tell people when it comes to beef and drama, especially petty stuff, is that the best response is no response. Because at the end of the day, people are gonna get bored talking to themselves, and that's pretty much what happened here. So the fact that they came out with a song, it gave him a reason to not talk to himself. But also, as I said earlier, I do think that this is also doing Dave and Stormzy more of a service than a disservice, because what it's doing is it's creating a moment around all of these songs, really and truly, so everyone is gonna win. I've already seen that Dave and Stormzy's song is at almost 1 million already. I think it's at 800,000 or something like that. So I wouldn't doubt that by tomorrow, by the time I actually upload this, it's gonna be on 1 million, right? So the fact that there's so much conversation around it, everybody's eating. So I don't know what the real goal here is, if it's just for the sake of the culture, just for the sake of clashing and everything, but I don't think he's gonna get that. I think that if anything else at all, he really just helped push their platform a little bit more. But it ain't like he released a bad song, so everybody wins in a way. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I don't have much else to say, so as always, hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more that's coming for y'all, but until next time, peace.